Miss Robin, this is Chloe. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, but you can't see me, right? Hmm.
No, can't see you, but
Hmm.
we can hear you, but well.
All right.
All right, we're it's 5 o'clock, so we will now call the agenda setting meeting of February 12th, 2024 to order. This is being live streamed by the county channel, is that correct?
YouTube.
YouTube, sorry. Okay. So our first order of business today is approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Thank you. Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right, the agenda is approved. We will now do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The media has been properly notified. And we'll let you catch up, Robin, and display the committee meeting minutes for January 17th.
Oh, shoot.
I just
Sorry.
tried to go into diligent and couldn't see them, but that was
Hold on.
probably didn't
No, because now I'm just
wait
clicking
long
on it,
enough.
clicking on it, and it didn't let me. So I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out
that's happened to me.
right. Slow down. I have too much stuff on my desktop at the moment, and so now I have to figure out where I put them. Here you go. Meeting minutes. Oh, January. Can you see them?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Let me keep strolling.
You're good right there. All right. Angela or Dick, would you like to make a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All right, any discussion? There being no hands up, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, those are approved. Now we'll go on to the setting the February 20th board meeting agenda. All right, and this will be next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, and we'll be at the Hilton Head Island Middle School Media Center, hybrid video conferencing and live streaming by the county channel. And then our usual disclaimers, which are fine. All right, we can go down to the.
So I'm suggesting there's only one item for executive session, so perhaps starting at 5:30, but
May I jump in there?
Yes, Dr. R.
Just got off the phone with Mr. Otting a few minutes before logging in here, and he mentioned that that item there's a good chance it's not even going to be available for that board meeting. So may have to come off and wouldn't be any items for executive session.
Okay. All right.
well, that means we start at 6 o'clock then, right?
All right.
No executive session.
So the wording has to be, and we don't have to do this right this minute, Robin, for about the public comments, I believe now since the new public comment policy has been approved, the first 30 minutes will be only related to items on the agenda, and then there is not that restriction with the second public comment, so it's 15 minutes. So that will have to be added.
So up here, we'll just add only items related to the agenda, correct?
On,
It
yeah,
says on issues within the board's domain, so I'll change this right here.
okay. To agenda items on, or to items on tonight's agenda is what I would say.
Okay,
All right.
so we'll change that.
Yeah, so that has to be changed slightly. So we'll add back a executive executive session if we need it, but right now it sounds like we're probably not going to need it.
All right. I'll just hold it there just in
Yeah,
case.
exactly.
Um,
All right.
we do have a performance. Student performance is going to be from H.E. McCracken.
Okay. Very nice.
And then points of celebration is the January Student of the Month,
Okay.
middle school AD of the Year, and perhaps the Counselor of the Year.
Okay.
So I'll add those. I just got those.
Sounds good.
You'll probably want to talk about the meeting, School Board
Yes.
Association after the weekend.
Yeah, perfect. So the annual SCSBA conference, yeah.
We'll only have one committee meeting. And we've already had finance, so we have the two.
Okay, finance
for
and
now.
operations, yeah.
Mhm.
Alrighty. And then we have Dr. R, your superintendent's report. It looks like you've got under student achievement, the choice booklet.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
All right.
And-
We don't have any board business.
Okay. We'll have the meeting minutes under consent agenda. And then the second public comments, yeah.
That's all that we have. And I can show you what's on our list,
Okay.
which is not much of anything anymore. It's work session item stuff.
Really, yeah. Yeah, they all kind of look like work session items.
That is
Any,
it for our
any
future topics.
comments from Angela or Dick?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Comments.
Okay. Yeah.
If you all are ready to talk about another agenda, a future topic agenda, I want to talk about the joint meeting agenda, if that's
I
okay.
was thinking the same thing, Robin.
If you all are ready to move on.
Yeah, actually, before we move on, I think we're going to have one issue again, and that is we're going to get to, don't you think we'll probably likely get to second public comments before perhaps they've even been able to submit a request for second public comments? So maybe we should change the time frame.
Okay. To what time? 6:30?
Yeah, let's just move it up an hour because that certainly came up 2 meetings ago. Did it come up last week, Dick, when you were presiding? No. Okay.
We didn't have any, so.
Okay. So I do think we should just move it ahead. Are you good with that, Angela and Dick?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, that will take care of that.
Under announcements,
Yes.
do we need to list the announcements or is that just something I can bring to the meeting?
And I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you well.
Under announcements, do we need to list the announcements, or is that just something I can bring to the meeting?
We've just been bringing it, not having a formal listing there.
Perfect.
Okay. Alrighty. That looks good. So we can move on to
So
the joint meeting.
I don't have an agenda to show you because I wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
I reached out to board members, so we do have a quorum. I have 7 board members who confirmed that they can be there at the meeting.
All right.
And so my question, when we have had a joint board meeting with Jasper in the past, since our board is the one that's calling the meeting, would you be the one to chair that meeting?
I would say yes, because that's also, I'm trying to think when else that happened. Oh, when we had joint county council meetings, exactly. If Joe Passman called it, he chaired it. If I called it, I chaired it. I think that's fine.
Okay. So the way that we would set up the room at ACE is that we would set the officers together up. We would set the room up in a U shape with the both boards officers sitting together, you know, Beaufort on one side and Jasper on the other side, and then the board members coming down on the side on prospective boards. But what would the agenda topic? What would the agenda be?
So okay, we can have Dr. R and Colonel Geyer respond.
Colonel, my thought was maybe put on there few discussion of the future of ACE or something like that. Future of ACE. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's the future of ACE, but I would say first, before we talk future of ACE, we should talk budget, operational budget.
Yep.
And debt service budget.
Okay.
And then future of ACE, because we got to get the issue that's really causing this problem out right up front.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good way to do it.
And so who would present that?
Well, Tanya can give the budget of ACE because we met the budget and the debt service. Tanya will have all of that information, and I think she can talk about that. The bottom line is present the existing circumstance and lay it on the line so that the boards can have the necessary discussion.
I recommend that Robert give the capital requirements at ACE from what we know.
Sure.
The other documents that we need to have are our current, like I guess you'd say, operating agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those would need to be in the diligent, Robin.
Okay. And I'm not, that would be for you all. So are we going to do we need to ask county to cover this meeting live? Are we going to stream it on our YouTube channel? And are we going to have it Zoom? So for board members who don't attend, they can attend by Zoom.
So what would you, so a normal special, because really kind of like a special called meeting, who's the videographer?
The last time that this has happened, we just taped it at the time because we haven't had a meeting prior to COVID.
Yeah.
So the last time that we did this, we because county did not cover it, I don't think they did. We just videotaped it and put it and sent it, and both boards put it on their website.
Well, so, I don't know, that seems reasonable, doesn't it? Angela and Dick?
One question.
Yeah.
Robin, will we have, if we do it ourselves, do we have enough microphones for everybody.
Hmm.
We did not. We had to pass the microphone around because we don't have, the system is not set up like what we have here. So we had to pass a couple of wireless mics around.
Okay.
So if we used equipment where we each had a microphone, what would that then require in terms of, that would require the county?
That required county channel.
Yeah. I think that's a pleasant experience for those participating than passing a mic around.
I'm not sure that they're set up for the county channel in that
Space.
space.
Yeah, okay.
They do run Zoom through there, but I'm not sure they've got the feeds
Yeah.
that can monitor, handle multiple microphones.
Okay. Then let's do it the way it's done before.
Well, county channel can bring their own, they bring their own equipment. Just like what they do at, so we can ask them first of all to see if they're available to do it, and then
Perfect.
what their needs would be.
Well,
Yeah.
after what experience we had with the last board meeting and the county channel support for the audio portion, I'm somewhat concerned that won't happen. We had a problem, Tina, at the last meeting. We couldn't hear from anybody on the Zoom at all,
Oh, that's too bad.
unless we jury rigged it with a phone call onto a microphone, which was not acceptable.
Yeah. And it seems like we should allow, I think, Zoom participation because that's what we do with our other meetings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Any comments there, Angela?
No.
No. Okay. How about you, Dr. R? What do you think?
No, Dick's correct. The sound was not great when we were engaging with people that were on Zoom. Internally in the room, I think it was fine, but engaging with Zoom wasn't. Colonel,
Remotely.
do you think we need on the agenda anything from Dr. Lavecchio?
I'm pretty sure he'll give us an update. Yes.
That probably should be the first thing.
Right.
Yep.
A good idea. Yeah, I think that's appropriate as well.
We're going to have a ACE board meeting before this meeting, and because we haven't elected officers of the ACE board, that has to be done at the next meeting, and we'll get a bigger update as well with the election of officers, and we can talk about what Dr. Lavecchio can provide it during the joint meeting.
Okay. So you want to read back, Robin, what you have for the agenda?
Well, I was going to put together, I have discussion of, well, I'll get a Dr. Lavecchio update, but then I have a discussion of the operational budget of ACE, the debt service of ACE.
Those would be Tanya and Robert.
Tanya and Robert, capital requirements, and those are the operation agreement.
Yeah.
And do we want on there future discussion of ACE, or how did you want the last discussion of the future of ACE?
Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's pretty open-ended and so Robin, you'll have to notice this, right? It's a
Yes,
public
and the way I
meeting.
noticed it from both boards. So
Yeah,
it would come from
perfect.
both boards.
Okay.
And they wanted the meeting to start at 5, so we would
Yeah, I
start
saw
at
that.
5 o'clock at ACE.
Yeah. And I've forgotten the date it is, but
Monday, the 26th.
yeah, 2 weeks from tonight.
Yes,
Okay. All
At
right.
5 o'clock.
at 5
5 o'clock.
o'clock. Mhm.
So just I guess Molly would need to add that to our calendar so the other board members that are not in attendance tonight would know that
Yeah.
it's going to be there at 5 o'clock, or they can do Zoom if they can't get there physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we confirmed, to let you all know, then I would have her put it on, on the calendar.
Okay.
Make an announcement at the 20th meeting too, to the full board.
Yeah, we could exactly make the announcement there as well. Okay. Yes, Dr. R.
Robin, I request that as soon as the agenda is laid out, the draft agenda is laid out, if you could send me a copy, I'd like to forward that to Dr. Anderson, the superintendent in Jasper. I'm going to
Okay.
text her tonight or call her. Either way, I'll get a hold of her tonight in one way or another. But
Mhm.
then as soon as we have that, I'll like to send that to her.
I'll put it together tomorrow so that you all can give me the okay and whatever changes that you need to make on it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Mhm. All right, we want to, let's see, then I think these are the two meetings we needed to do, right?
Yes.
Agenda setting. And then the next meeting, we need to.
One more question.
Sure.
To the dip. So in March, and I don't know if that's something we need to put on the agenda or not, but our work session on the 29th is on Good Friday. So, which the board meeting is, the district is closed. So we wanted to move that work session to the 22nd of March. Is that something we need to put on the calendar to ask for a vote? Or is that just call and see if board members are available kind of thing?
I would suggest that we do have a vote because we're required to approve the board calendar annually.
Okay. All
So,
right. So that would be our on-board business then.
yeah, that would be perfect thing for board business, exactly. And especially because if the district office is closed, it doesn't make sense to have it on the 29th. And so we'd be moving it to
The
1 week
22nd.
higher. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
All right. That's my last of mine.
That's your last thing. Okay.
Other than picking a date for our next agenda
Exact-
session.
Agenda setting. So the next meeting is the 5th, right?
Yes.
And we just finished saying we're gonna have this joint meeting on the 26th.
26th.
That's not a great night for the agenda setting.
Correct.
So
Do you want to have it like Thursday, the 22nd?
that seems to be fine with me if that's good with Angela and Dick.
That's when we have the ACE board meeting.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, never mind.
Never mind. Do you want to do it on the 21st or? That's a Wednesday. Angela, what's good for you?
Fine with me.
That'll work for me for now. I'll know more after tomorrow. If I can't be there, then y'all can do it without me.
And what time? 5 o'clock?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so the next agenda setting meeting will be
The 21st at 5.
Wednesday, February 21st at 5 p.m. via Zoom. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any other business that we need to take care of tonight? No.
No, ma'am.
All right. And
No.
Dr. R, are you good with all that we've done so far? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, then there being no additional business for tonight's agenda setting meeting, we will adjourn by unanimous consent if there are no objections.
Did you want to stay on afterwards?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you all could stay on for a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Nope.
All
so
right.